Hey guys, it's Kelly here from Kelly & Co. And today I just wanted to talk about doing cuttings on a budget. A little while ago, cuttings were the affordable way of getting a plant. Rather than buying a whole new plant, you could really cheaply buy a cutting and propagate it yourself. But times have changed and the plant world has gone crazy and cuttings are no longer as affordable as they were. So I've just written a wee list, that's what I keep looking down at, of my kind of tips on how to get your cuttings in the cheapest way possible. I think I'll start off with propagating methods. So I always talk about my prop boxes for propagating cuttings in soil or after you've rooted them and you're transplanting them to soil, to put them in a prop box. Now you can get prop boxes from Bunnings for about $8, but if they aren't there, like they quite often sell out, you can always use things like takeaway containers, ice cream containers, lunch boxes, like those Systema lunch boxes. You can use like the big storage containers, they're always really great as well. I prop quite a lot of cuttings in them with a mix of orchid bark and a few other things. So you don't need to go out and buy a whole lot of gear. The next thing that I do use are heat mats and grow lights. Now they can be quite expensive, but you don't need them. If you've got a nice warm house, you've got some beautiful sunshine, then that's just as good as a heat mat and a grow light. Just try not to keep them too close to the window, like you don't want any drafts or anything coming through and giving them chill or frost. But yeah, use what you have. Use the sunlight, use the warmth from your house, and use containers that you have laying around. When you are transplanting, you don't need to go out and buy pots. When I buy a plant and I move it into a different pot, I keep that original nursery pot. So I've got quite a good wee supply of all different sizes of nursery pots, so I know I don't need to go out and buy any. What else have we got? Okay, so what happens if you don't have any plants to propagate from? You can always go halves in a plant with a friend. If you get something like a marble queen or a Brazil, something that is nice and full, you can split it with a friend, or you can just take cuttings or whatever. So that's one way. Me and my friend went halves in a whole lot of caladium bulbs because they were so expensive. So we went halves, which is just awesome, and then we get quite a good selection of bulbs for ourselves. You could also always look on Facebook, like sometimes you can get a bargain for getting your cuttings, but also on Tradie, if you search cuttings and then you go closing soon or lowest buy now, then you can sometimes find something that maybe some people have missed and you can get it for like a couple of dollars. Or if they've got a buy now that's really low, say like $5 or for something for a cutting, then you can just buy now and get that straight away. Of course, you do need to pay postage on top of that. What else have we got? Oh, another way is Concrete Jungle. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but there's a Facebook page and she's got a website. She pretty much always has free cuttings and you just pay postage. They change quite often, but that's just such an amazing way. Really recently, she had a whole lot of plants that came back from like a business that were kind of like renting them. And she put the full plants in 3 cuttings. Like you could choose a plant or 3 cuttings and they were free. You just paid for postage. Like how amazing is that? You can also look for ugly cuttings, cuttings that might be a little bit worse for wear, but in the end you're still going to get a beautiful plant from it, and that one leaf is not going to last forever. Okay, the other one is, if you have friends, like good friends or family that have plants, then ask if you can have a cutting. Don't ask for a cutting of their variegated monstera. Don't ask for a cutting of their brand new plant they've just got. But if they've got a plant like a string of pearls or a chain of hearts or something, just ask if you can just have a wee snippy snip. Don't go on Facebook or anything if someone's posted a picture of their plant and be like, can I please have a cutting? Because that's just rude. They've paid for that plant and you probably don't even know them. If they're offering it, then sure, but try not to ask for cuttings unless you're really good friends with someone or it's a family member. And don't ask for rare cuttings. Like, people spend a lot of money on their rare plants. It's just not going to happen. Now, I know I always rave about Tradie with Plants prop stations, and they are amazing. They look beautiful, they do the job, but you don't need to spend that money if you don't have it. Like, don't feel pressured. Jam jars, glasses, anything like that is going to be perfect for water propagating your plants. You can always go down to like second-hand stores like the Vinnie's or Salvation Army or anything like that. They always have like little vases or milk bottles or anything, and they're like 50 cents or $1, and they do the job. So you do not need to go out and buy a prop stand. So I think those are my kind of little cuttings on a budget tips. If there's anything else, I will pop it in the description on this video, but I really hope this helps some of you guys to get going in your plant journey or add to your collection. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!